Hello everybody, I'm Stephen Williams Jr. and welcome to Learn Magic Monday. Now this is the show that teaches you how to do magic tricks that you can post onto your social media to fool your families and friends. So let's get started with this week's trick. Now this week I'm going to teach you how to read somebody's mind using a pack of cards. Now here I have a deck of 52 playing cards and I'm going to give these a mix so you know I'm not cheating. I'd hate you to think I was cheating here. So I'll give these a bit of a mix, a bit of a shuffle, and I'm going to need somebody to help me out. So Keith, could you cut the cards anywhere you'd like for me please? Perfect, and I'll mark where Keith has cut. Now let's think about this. The cards were shuffled, they were mixed up, and he could have cut the cards anywhere he wanted. Now I'm going to imagine that it was you who just cut the cards, so take a look at what that card is and remember it. Now keep that card in mind. In fact, I'll give these one more shuffle. Now let's recap. The cards are mixed. Keith cut them anywhere he wanted, and there was no way I could have seen what that card is. Now concentrate on this card. I think this is a black card. It's a club. It's quite a low card as well. I think the card is the 2 of clubs. I think that's the card, the 2 of clubs. Now, if you keep watching, I'll show you how this trick works. Okay, so here is how the trick works. Now, all you need to do this trick is a pack of playing cards. Now, I happen to be using Neil Patrick Harris's playing cards here, but you could use literally anything. I'd recommend bicycle cards or bee cards or anything you have around the house is totally fine. Now, to start the trick, give the cards a shuffle. Or you could say to the audience, here's a pack of cards, give them a mix. They could shuffle these as much as they want and it'll be totally fine for the trick. Now, when you get the cards back, what you need to do is see the bottom card in the pack. Now, that card is going to be the card that they end up thinking about. There are 2 ways you can do this. The easiest way is to get the cards back and say, thank you for shuffling them. I am going to try to read your mind. Now, as you gesture with the cards, I'm now looking at the bottom card in the pack and I can see it is the 3 of diamonds. So, get the cards back, say thank you for shuffling them. I'm going to try to read your mind with these cards. Easy as that, I've just seen it's the 3 of diamonds. Now, I'll do it with another card. Say, shuffle the cards for me. Thank you very much. I'm going to try to read your mind with these cards, and it's the King of Spades. I've just seen it. Now, this is all casual. You're chatting. They'll never notice that. Another way you can do this is if you take the cards back. This is how I did it in the performance. Once they've been shuffled, as I square the cards up, I've just seen it's the 2 of Spades. Now, this is very similar to the first one, but a bit more subtle. As I'm rotating the cards, very briefly, I angle it towards myself. So I rotate, that's a bit exaggerated, and I can see it's a 2 of Spades. So, that's it, it's done. I'll give it a shuffle. 7 of Spades. Now, it's just in the motion of squaring the cards up. I just rotate the cards, I can see this, and bring it back round. Either one of these is totally fine. At this point, you haven't really started the trick, so they won't even suspect a thing. Now, currently at the bottom, we have the 7 of Spades. So say to your member of the audience, cut the cards wherever you want and place it right on the table. So could you do that for me, please? Now, they have just cut a portion of the cards and placed it here. What you now need to do is pick up the half that they've left, turn it and place it on top of that pile. Now what you're doing here is placing what was the bottom of the deck on top of where they've cut. So, if you could cut the cards again for me, please. Once they've cut, say, great, I will mark where you've cut to. And in that action, you've just picked up the bottom section and placed it on top of the top section. Now you want to wait about 10 seconds. This is called time misdirection here. So once they've cut it, say, now you could have cut the cards anywhere you wanted and you shuffled them yourself. Now by doing this, they've kind of lost track of where the cards are, where they've cut to. So once they've cut it, say, I'm going to turn away. I'm going to show you the card. Remember what that card is. Now, what you're doing is showing them the bottom of the pack. So this card, the Seven of Spades, was what was originally on the bottom, but they've got no idea. So, you turn away, say, look at the card that you cut to. Then you place this on top, hand the deck back to them and get them to give them another shuffle. You're trying to make this seem as fair as possible. Now, all you have to now do is be as dramatic as you can, really build this up and try to reveal their card. You could do this however you wanted. You could say, as I did, you go, it's a black card, and then it's a spade, and then it's a seven, whatever you want, but really build this up. Or, as another idea, if you don't give the member of the audience the cards to shuffle at the beginning, and you just bring them out of the box, if you know what the bottom card is already, so here is the Queen of Clubs, you could say to them, cut them, have a look at that card, and then you can make this card appear anywhere you wanted. So let's say you stuck another Queen of Clubs behind a window. You could then say, have a look at the card. Now, concentrate on your card. Take a look behind that window. And when they do, they'll see the Queen of Clubs there, or you could even throw the cards towards the window and it would seem as if it's gone all the way through. You can reveal it however you want. All you're doing is making them pick a card that you want them to. So it's as easy as that. That is how to read somebody's mind with a deck of cards. So that's it for this week's Magic Monday. Now, as always, I would love to see your version of this trick or any of the other tricks that you've learned. So take a video, upload it to your social media and use the hashtag LearnMagicMonday. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep up to date with all the latest magic lessons. And you can also like my page on Facebook and give me a follow on Instagram. So that's it for this week, and I will see you next Monday.